Welcome to the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com for the final Sunday of the fall meet. I'm Tom Leach, along with Keeneland's director of Simulcasting, Jim Goodman, and we're going to take a look at the Rood Riddle Dowager, a mile and a half on the Keeneland turf course. And this is a pretty well-matched group of 9. Where did you go, Jim?
Yeah, I couldn't separate the top 2 here very well, but I wound up going with Kissable. Roger Atfield, the horse comes out of the Flower Bowl at Belmont and ran very well. Got beat 4 lengths by Laughing. Lost a race a couple back to the Bewitch here in the spring. Ran well and got beat 4 1/4 by Stress Neighbor, who came back and won a couple more races. Starformer. So I think she's kept better company than some of the others. So I have a real slight edge to Kissable. I also like Preferential for Belmont, moving up in class, moving up. Her buyer numbers are progressing, and only got beat by a neck in the ladies' marathon at Kentucky Downs. So that was a mile and 5/16, an odd distance, but the horse has run a mile and a half before overseas and actually 1 for 1 in France. So I like Kissable over Preferential, and I would also use Angel Terrace for Jonathan Shepard, who's going to be the more heavily bet of his fillies, but I also think Shepherd's Pie might jump up and surprise somebody. So Shepard has 2 in here, and I would use those 2 behind Kissable and Preferential.
I'm right with you on the top 2. Started to go Preferential, and I switched to Kissable in part because I looked at the Clocker report, and this horse had a really sharp work here. It's one of the many great resources on the Keeneland.com website, as you can see the Clocker reports and horses that particularly caught the eye of the guys who clocked the morning workouts, and Kissable was one of those who did. And Roger Adfield's very good at these turf marathons, picks his spots well. So Kissable for me over Preferential, Angel Terrace, and Bajoika, who's maybe a little light on the class side for this, but really does love the Keeneland turf course. So throw her in there as well. Let's take a look at the late pick 4, and I'm going to try to start it with a price. In the 6th race, the 5 Mater, 8 to 1. Thought this one woke up in its last and won, even though it had a wide trip. So I'm going to use the 5 as my win pick in there, but I'm going to also use 7, 3, and 1. So 4 horses in the first leg. Second leg, Bill Mott doesn't win with a lot of first out horses, and Matuzak was one that did win at Churchill. Saw that race, really impressive. So Matuzak's my pick in the second leg, but I'm also going to use the 3 and the 1. I'm going to spread a little bit in the Dowager and use Preferential, Kissable, Angel Terrace, and Bajoika. And then in the last leg, Little Jimmy's the one I like off the class drop. Hadn't run on Polly, but I think the pedigree says should like it, and I'm also going to use the 10. So 4 by 3 by 4 by 2 for me. What about you?
I thought about singling the horse that you didn't even mention, Tell All You Know, in the first race. But stuck on the outside, I might not do that. Just got beat 1/2 length to Doc Allman in an allowance race at 6.5 furlongs 2 weeks ago. This is turf. This is something that don't know whether he'll really like it. So I'm going to go 4 deep in here. I'm going to go Strike the Note, Mater, your horse, Tell All You Know, and Rojo Verde. So 4 deep there. Then I'm going to go 5 deep in the 7th. I'm going to go Rope-a-Dope, Matuzak, Why Are You Awesome, King Cyrus, and Tashir. Then I'm going to single Kissable in the feature race, but I really would like to play Preferential as well if I have enough money. And then go 5 deep in the last, taking Little Jimmy, the one that you liked. Also Lake Brilliant, Tyler T, Scatman Blues, and Don Chalant for William Hamilton, first time starter.
So that's
a little bit spreader. If you can single Kissable, it's a affordable ticket, but I would put Preferential in there on a larger ticket.
That's the way that we see it on the Sunday card. Best of luck to all of you and Keeneland Select customers again. It's Keeneland Select Day on Sunday. Also Heroes Day at Keeneland, which is always a real special day to honor military and first responders in our area. And we certainly always pay tribute to them, and a nice day to single them out on Sunday at Keeneland. Best of luck.